Okay, so let's dive into the remaining features of inside the cloud-based dashboard once you actually log into your TubeBuddy account. This actually isn't the main interface of TubeBuddy again, by the way. We'll dive into that in the upcoming videos, which is basically inside of YouTube, and that's the beauty of this software. This is really for more monitoring capabilities and just kind of seeing what's going on with your channels. So as we move through, we already covered the health report and the launchpad. Let's talk about competitors. You can actually go in and add a specific competitor based on the username. So maybe I have someone that I'm particularly looking at that does something very similar to me. I'll actually take one of my friends. We can do this live right here. I know that he's got a much bigger channel than me, so let me see if I can find one of his videos. I'm going to just search for him. In fact, I think this is his username. So, yep, I am Paul James, so this is my friend Paul. So I'm actually going to go over to competitors and I'll add him as a competitor. So we'll save this. And this is basically going to give us some data on this particular competitor. Now, you do have to upgrade to the Legend license if you want to look at some of their scorecard information. So you're very limited in terms of what you're going to be able to do with this. But again, you can still get some idea of what they have going on. So I can click in here and just go to his channel, and beyond that I can mostly just see how many videos he's got, how many views, and how many subscribers. So he's about to push the 9,000 subscriber mark. I only have about 100 subscribers on mine, but yeah, it's still something I'm growing from scratch. So you could add as many people as you want in here, but it's not going to give you crazy insights, although you could still kind of get an idea of what's going on. I think if we go back to, I could be wrong, I wanted to say within the health report there was something where you could see a little bit more insight. Maybe not, my bad. Well, if we go to brand alerts, let's take a look at some other stuff. So you could set up certain alerts when new videos, playlists, or channels are found matching your search phrase. So maybe I do a product review of something, like I get a brand new camera and I want to know about all the other people creating reviews on that camera. I could create a brand alert to do that. But again, this is another limited feature. You'd need the star license in order to do this. So these are some cool features that they're obviously giving to you if you decide to go with the account bigger than what you get in Pro. So unfortunately, I don't have access to this, but it is a really cool feature. Here they are trying to get me to upgrade, but that is a cool feature that if for some reason you needed that, you could use it. Again, this is another feature that I know I don't have, but you could create what's called A/B tests, which allow you to look at different variations of a certain setting inside your YouTube video. So the title, the tags, the description, or even the thumbnail, how that would affect the performance. So maybe you set up a different thumbnail and you leave everything the same. You could actually check how long over a period of time the video is being affected by that and then compare those results. So you could ultimately make a decision on which one to choose over the other. So this is a really awesome feature if maybe you have some things where you just really want to see, like, okay, this video, it seems to be doing okay. I'm getting some views, I'm getting some comments, but maybe I think it could do better. So you change the thumbnail, you change the title, maybe you change some of the tags and you change out the description. Now you could compare and see which one does better over time, and they'll give you data on both of those. But again, this is something you do need that Legend license for, so you'd be paying a pretty penny to get access and be able to do this. So it is an advanced feature. Figured I'd at least just give you guys the option if you do decide you want these features. This is another really cool one, and I actually haven't done this yet, but in fact I'm going to do it right now while I'm in here. You can run a backup of your entire channel. So let's say for some reason, and I've heard this happening to a lot of people, if your channel got deleted, you could actually have a backup of all the data inside your channel. So basically you could have all the titles, the tags, all that information, the description, all that stuff, all the data about the videos inside your channel could be backed up into an Excel file. So for some reason, maybe you wanted to move content to another channel, or your channel got deleted and maybe you decide to start from scratch. I know that's happened to a lot of people out there. I've heard some stories that are pretty rough. That would be something to keep in mind. The next thing to look at would be, you've got some promotional materials you can use for your channel as well, and you can kind of see different things that you could utilize for current content that you may have utilized on your channel. So I just most recently uploaded this product review. So I could come in here and basically just grab this direct link to the video. I could copy this and paste it in, and it's going to give me a short link right to that video. So if I wanted to quickly come in and basically start grabbing some of this information, I can get the thumbnail from that. So let's see if that actually works. I can basically get, so there's the thumbnail from my most recent video. There's some other stuff in here. You want to get shortened tracking links and high-res URLs in your older videos. You can simply just put in the URL and get that. So that's a really useful feature if you're just looking to grab the thumbnail out of a video. There's no other real way to do that, especially as you're going through the thumbnail tool. You may miss the ability to save it, and then you're like, oh man, I wish I had saved the thumbnail. That's happened to me a few times, so we'll talk about that when we get into it. You can go in and get things like your channel art, your thumbnail, an embed code to your most recent, to your website or blog to showcase what you've got. And then you even got an RSS feed, so you could send this to people so they could subscribe to your channel via some sort of RSS feeder. So these are just some cool quick links you can take a look at. And we've also got some usage statistics, so they even break down how much my time is worth and how many hours the tool has saved me. So they've technically saved me $1,140 in productivity costs. So huge. I mean, you can see how beneficial this is. How much time I've saved. Of course, I use the thumbnail generator. 39 hours. The amount of time I would have had to spend in like Photoshop and just learning how to create cool thumbnails. That's probably the biggest one. And then I love the Tag Explorer, and they break down how much you really utilize all the tools. But I almost mostly strictly use that thumbnail generator and some of the other stuff like the quick edit toolbar, and they kind of break down what you do use. So I'll actually be going through and showing you all these tools, but you can see how many actions I've taken on some of the specific tools where it's really helped me and gotten me set up. And then of course at the bottom here you just have a settings section. You can choose to hide features. You could set up different things here, like give users access to the channel if you want them. And again, you've even got the option to have a channel, not quite the channel manager, but have full access to your account so they can come in and really do things with your account, but you do need that Legend or Enterprise license to do that. So this is really kind of the conclusion of what's inside the cloud version of TubeBuddy. Let's start diving into some of the features, and we'll kind of give you examples of how they'll work and how this is going to help you grow your YouTube channel in the upcoming videos.